You have many people out here who claim that we shouldn't eat flesh. Okay, well, that's not true. That's, it never was true. Okay, when you go over into Genesis chapter 9, verse 4, Yah says there that we're not supposed to eat the blood of the animals that he had said were edible. Okay, we're not supposed to eat the blood or the fat. We're supposed to pour the blood out. Many people I've seen have misinterpreted that in Genesis chapter 9, verse 4. Saying that it says that we're not supposed to eat flesh, but that's not what it's saying. It's just saying we're not supposed to eat the blood, which is the life thereof. Okay, it reiterates this over in Deuteronomy chapter 12. Okay, we're supposed to pour the blood out of the animals that Yah has designated clean. Okay, that's a key word. Clean at verse 2, unclean. All right, when you see, and many of you out there I know have seen these children's books and these so-called Bible stories about Noah, you understand, over in Genesis chapter 7, and how Yah told him to bring the animals on the ark. Well, they always, in these children's books and on these shows and whatnot, they always say that Yah told, they'll say God, you understand, said to Noah, bring the animals on the ark by twos. Okay, but that's not the truth. That's not the whole story. What Yah said to him, and you can go read it, he said, bring the animals on the ark, all of the unclean animals on the ark by twos. 2 male, 2 female. The unclean. And he said, bring all of the clean animals on the ark by sevens. 7 males, 7 females. Okay? And they don't tell you that because they don't want the people to understand and differentiate between clean and unclean. Okay, so you have people today that are, and have been for many years, centuries now, eating unclean animals, and that's why their health is so bad, and they acquire all these diseases together with all of the petrochemicals and other chemicals, like I said, preservatives, dyes, so on and so forth, MSG. They put propylene glycol in the mouthwash, in deodorants, in different amenities that people use on their hair. Just like many women, they're using, as well as men, using hair dyes, and putting these straighteners all in their hair to, make their hair other than what what Yah intended it to be. And to straighten their hair and to do different things with their hair, and these things have all kind of chemicals in it, and these chemicals go into the bloodstream when you use them. Okay, because they go through the pores in your body and go into your bloodstream, and when you use all these different things, deodorants and hair dyes and hair oils that have these petrochemicals in them, and all other kind of dyes and chemicals in them. And then you eating all of these different foods that are unclean, okay, that the body cannot break down. Okay, your body is a machine, and for it to run and operate to its highest level, you have to feed it, you understand, with Yah's diet, with the holy diet. In other words, you have to feed it that which is clean, okay, which the body can break down the foods that you eat, the clean foods, utilize it, feed the blood, which feeds all parts of the body. Therefore, the body operates at its highest level, and then the waste of whatever foods that you eat, the body can throw off, okay? And then you will move those waste out at least once or twice every day. Every day, okay? You should have evacuation at least once or twice every day, okay? And if you're eating these whole grains and like they should be eaten, and these different foods like they should be eaten, then this will take place, but these foods like chicken, okay, chicken is an unclean animal, but many people eat it from a lack of knowledge, okay. I have no proof that this is true, but I've been told that the chicken comes from 2 different birds that were mated, just like man has mated the donkey, the male donkey, with the female horse to create a mule. Okay, mules cannot reproduce. But now I have no proof that the chicken, you understand, I can't just read anything to you and tell you that the chicken and what birds it was created from. But what knocks out the chicken? One word that covers any and everything that man should not eat. And that word is scavenger. Because scavengers are unclean. Okay? So whatever animal has no discernment in what it eats, we're not supposed to eat that. You follow me? If any animal that we see, if that animal will eat anything, okay, anything, it's a scavenger. So we're not supposed to eat it, like catfish, okay, shrimps and clams and lobsters and crabs, all crustaceans, crawfish. They were created to clean up the bottom of the ocean floor, you know, or the river bottom. We're not supposed to eat those things. Like the catfish is called mud cat by many people from the South. Mud cat, why? Because it can exist in the mud and feed off of the mud, the refuse, you understand, the microbes or whatnot that's in the mud, the waste, they can feed off of that, okay, and then regenerate. They have a menstrual cycle like a woman, okay. We're not supposed to eat catfish. We're not supposed to eat the tuna fish, okay. Yah says in his law in Leviticus 11, anything out of the waters that we eat must have fins and scales. Fins and scales. If it has, you know, all fish have fins, but all fish do not have scales. So therefore, we're not supposed to eat those things out of the waters that don't have fins and scales. It's just that simple. It's not complicated. Okay? And as far as the animals on the land, Yah has he laid out and described the characteristics of those animals on land that we can eat and we cannot eat. Okay, we shouldn't eat rabbit. We shouldn't eat possum. We shouldn't eat squirrel. Okay, we shouldn't eat pig. You know, the swine. All right, we shouldn't eat those things. Those things are unclean. And we shouldn't eat the chicken. Again, it's a scavenger. The chicken will eat its own feces. Okay, that's why people from the South, you know, who are older, because many people in the city don't know these things. You follow me? The chicken was taken up off the ground and kept in a wire coop for 10 days to 14 days and fed water and corn to clean it out before they would eat it, because they understood how nasty the chicken was. And they put it in a wire coop so when it would have a bowel movement, its feces would fall through the holes in the wire coop and fall to the bottom of the barn floor, because the chicken will turn around and eat its own feces. You see, it's unclean. The turkey, it's in the buzzard family. We shouldn't eat the turkey. It's in the buzzard family. It makes no difference how these things are raised. Okay, what Yah has made unclean, man cannot make clean. And when you eat these things, they reside into the system, putrefy, okay, over a period of time, because the body cannot utilize them because they're unclean. And so they lay in the system, okay, and create fat, okay, waste. Instead of having a W-A-I-S-T line, people have a W-A-S-T-E line, okay, a waistline where it's waste. It just pushes out all around the sides, all in the front. They get all the fat in the back of their head and up under their neck and around their arms and in their back, okay. This is waste. This is, you know, detrimental to people's health. And I've seen much of this, you know, and I know many of you have. I mean, like I said, they have these different articles here now where people are, you know, they've come down with cancer. It's an article here in Chicago Sun-Times, one of the prominent writers. She had cancer, and she's saying now that she's cancer-free. This article came out in Tuesday, April 14th. It's a Chicago Sun-Times. And the front page, it says more than 500 women in the U.S. are diagnosed with breast cancer every day. That's ridiculous. But that's because there's a lack of knowledge there because of their diet.